that has to be fixed. So when you need to oil or lubricate a hinge, these are some of your kind of traditional favorites. You've got the old school just household oil, kind of a handy can. It's got a little nozzle here. You can pop that up and apply oil that way. That is not my recommended method. A lot of people are going to go to WD-40, which WD-40 is one of those things that it's real good all-around lubricant. You know, does a lot of things well, but I think doesn't do a lot of things great, basically. It's a petroleum-based product. It can be a little bit messy and drippy and just not my favorite as far as dealing with door hinges. What I do prefer is a silicone-based product. So this particular one is liquid wrench, and there's other silicone-based products out there, but this is, you know, this is one that I've had good luck with, and you know, works well. You get a can like this. So this is an 11-ounce can, and you know, this will last forever. So you know, this is good for door hinges. Works well for if you have noisy garage door wheels going up and down the track. This will work well for that. This will work well for if you've got a like your a door, when if you ever have a situation where you turn your doorknob on a, you know, just an interior door and it kind of wants to stick. If you take a little bit of silicone spray, you can shoot that inside that barrel where the plunger comes in and out, kind of work it back and forth a little bit, and that'll lubricate that really well. So there's a lot of good uses for this. It doesn't smell bad, and it doesn't have that kind of oily, you know, it's not as oily, I guess, is what WD-40 is, and I think it lasts longer too. That silicone leaves kind of a protective coating on there, protective layer that lasts a long time. So I'll show you how I use this when it comes to oiling a hinge. So it should be pretty easy to identify which hinge is actually making the noise. If you just put your ear near it, you'll pick out which one it is. Sometimes it'll be a couple of them, and actually now is probably a good time to go ahead and lubricate all three of them since you're going to do the one. But I'm going to close this door. And from inside the room, now the key when you're doing this is, you know, obviously this is an aerosol can. You don't want to just dump on there. You're going to have it running all over. You don't want to have it sprayed all over your door and all over your door casing and make a big mess. Make sure you've got some paper towels available. And what I like to do is I'm going to put the straw, I guess, and just barely depress the button so I get just a little bit coming out. A little bit overspray on the door. It's all right, that's why we have paper towels. Get a little bit into that hinge. And as you can see, I'm just applying it to the top. So it's just going to run down this pin that goes through here. It's just going to basically bring it down through the hinge. So get kind of a coating on there, and then we're just going to start working the door back and forth. And there you can see immediately the squeak is gone. And I like to run the door back and forth multiple times. That'll help to work the lubricant down inside all the hinges. And now I'll come back and make sure to wipe everything off really well. You want it to be, you know, on the inside of the hinge where the pin is, but you don't want it to be, you know, all around on the outside where someone can rub up against it, or if you leave too much on there, you know, it'll drip and make a mess. And one thing too is you might want to actually come back after a few minutes and just check, because it will kind of, you know, kind of settle out the bottom a little bit, and make sure that you know, don't have a bunch of excess on there. But that's how easy it is to lubricate that thing. Look at that, nice and quiet. And like I said, if you want, you can go ahead and hit your other two hinges. I don't know why, it always seems like it's typically one hinge, and you'll find that they're, I think, worse in bathrooms a lot of times, because there's, you know, there gets to be a lot of moisture, and you'll get a little bit of, might get a little bit of rust build up on the inside of those that actually causes it to, you know, to squeak more than others. All right, so there you go, guys. That's the process that I use to lubricate a squeaky door hinge. Go ahead and get yourself a can of liquid wrench or some other kind of similar silicone spray like that, and I think you'll have real good success like I do. I'll try to find a link and throw it down below if you want to pick up a can off of Amazon. And appreciate you guys watching the video. Do me a favor, if it was helpful, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.